Hey, hey, Digi, can you hear this? No, I'm testing the stream. Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay.
Yay.
Do we have an estimate of how many people are coming to this today?
Not really. I mean, this is kind of an experiment. I put it out there to Ruben Steiger's group, which has 400 folks, and my group, which has 1,500. We tweeted it. I think Scoble might have retweeted it.
So just anybody who's curious, show up and see what happens.
But yeah, I mean, this is an experiment. But at the very least, we are streaming on YouTube, and we'll have this as a YouTube for people to check it out.
Okay, great.
Oh.
I wonder if it wouldn't be worth having custom seating tags for the break room regions.
How do you mean?
I mean the little blue sit tags can be replaced with anything else. I believe the seating component allows you to just specify, oh, use this other mesh instead. And it'd be interesting if we could replace it with like actual 3D text that says like click to sit or something.
Yeah, make it a bit more obvious. Yeah, can do.
I'm curious if you're going to do that, whether it's worth just replacing globally with something a little bit more obvious.
Well, I think a lot of people don't like even how obvious the existing ones are, because it ruins the look of their region if you're not actually sitting down to have all these, because you can't, there's no way to hide them, is there, if you're not, unless you're sitting down. So like if you've got a beautiful scene and people come in.
I have thought about making them behave to the F9 UI switch. That was something that was sitting somewhere down the bottom of my pile, but
yeah, it's not a bad idea. Or have something in settings that can change.
Allows you to toggle them off.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
We're live on stream, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. Say hello to everybody. Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Internet.
I'm just tweeting it now, and then we can head over to the amphitheater in a couple minutes.
Yes, it's fine, thank you.
Which are you, the cameraman?
Yes.
Long and storied career. Many accolades.
Oh, I did video studies at college. That was back in the day when I wanted to work for the BBC television company as a cameraman.
The Beeb.
The BBC. I actually tend to listen to the BBC a lot when I'm in the car over here, just because it's on Sirius satellite radio, and if I'm driving on a long trip, talk radio keeps me awake way better than music does.
Oh, just make it loud enough. It's fine.
No. The louder it gets is actually almost worse it gets because it just turns into noise and it's just background noise. So if I want to stay awake, I got to hear somebody talking.
Yeah, no, our car just kind of vibrates the entire thing if you put up the bass high enough, so that keeps me awake.
I'm really appreciating this avatar that Rowan's got on right now.
Yeah, no, sorry, that's an accident. I'm actually working in the background, busy setting up NPCs in another region, which means I have to create outfit IDs. And I accidentally saved this one, although he is pretty cool.
I'm actually, I think you should just rock it.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Adam's the odd one out here.
I am, and that's because I have changed my avatar a dozen times today already. That's it.
Adam was tired of dressing up.
I do have to say that this, using the screen share in here, just makes it so much easier when we're trying to work on something together in the department. Because we can put them up together, so one of us can show, okay, this is how it should be. The other one, oh, but this is how it is.
Yeah.
Totally.
I love being able to share effectively an in-world screen and just tour around and show what's in the scene, and that's really useful.
Yeah, it's also really nice that you can share like what's going on. You can have, like, if you show something on preview rather than just live, so you can share works in progress on the live grid as well.
I like it because someone can put up their screen and show me how to, and I can do it on my screen, and they can verify I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
Because I'm more of a hands-on type person, so both screens can be shared at the same time, and I love that.
Cool. Maybe we should just head over to the amphitheater and we'll get this demo kicked off. And Delome and her team, you can just have anyone who shows up late, they just walk straight ahead like I am now. I'm the hipster jerkwalk.
Yeah, we're gonna be going through multiple voice zones here. So the cameraman following us.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear somebody talking.
I think we should get Rowan and Adam and Diggy and Joshua up on stage.
Diggy's being shy over there. Come join the group.
Sure.
I guess we're in front of the screen now.
Yep. Hey, work now. Giant wagon on head. Is his avatar still the same? Oh no, you changed it. That's the classy avatar. I can't hear him.
Who are you? Do you have your audio on, James?
No, I think they switched the voice zones. Richie needs to win this.
Yeah, Richie needs to be with us, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he's with us. That's all right. We all do that.
I'm not hearing James at all.
How about now? Hello?
That's
Yep.
better. Yep.
There you are.
Yeah.
We've got a blue alien just logged in.
Hi, Todd.
Okay, audio. Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. My mouse is giving me a hard time, but I think we have audio, and I heard the blue alien just showed up, and we gotta wait for the blue alien to find the auditorium. Amphitheater.
I think there are a handful of other people logging in as well, so I think we should wait for everyone to arrive.
Okay. Maybe Adam, we can put your handsome face on the screen. There we go.
I've got a full-on lockdown haircut going.
Would it be better,
Quarantine hair.
Would it be better if Adam, Rowan, and Josh move their avatars over to your right so that you're underneath the screens and then I can get the shot in a little bit better?
That'd be cool if each avatar is
Standing underneath your
Underneath.
screen.
yeah, in fact I'll do that for me.
I will turn on my video then here.
That's better, I can see you all, Meg.
We have Tharg Jr. has joined us.
Cool. Wait, who's the alien? I love this guy.
That's Tharg Jr. A guest just showed up.
Hey, welcome. How's it going?
If you want to talk, you'll have to click the audio button at the top of your screen there, Tharg.
Ah, okay. You have to click it on in every voice area.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, because I just was talking over in the landing point, so I have to click it on every time I come to somewhere else. Okay, that's fine.
Cool. Well, thanks for showing up.
No, that's fine. It's evening in Helsinki.
That's great. We got people from London and Australia and India and across the US.
Okay.
We've got a handful more people.
Terveisiä Helsingistä. This is Finnish language.
How many people can you have in an area concurrently?
100.
Quite a few.
100.
Yeah, comfortably. Yeah.
Right.
You can get up to 200, right?
We're doing an
Push it,
R&D project at the moment that we think will take it up to 1,000.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Just give me a couple of minutes. I think there's a couple more people logging in, and then we can start to talk.
Great. Yeah, we'll just do some idle chit chat.
We have guest 6 and guest 7 here.
Ooh.
Yeah, we didn't get name tags on those.
That's a nice avatar with guest 7.
Yeah, that's the holographic girl.
So can you make your own avatars, or can you customize the avatars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We actually have pretty deep avatar customization. I will share my screen, but I'm on a crazy widescreen monitor.
Okay.
And when we start the demo, feel free everyone to jump in with questions, and we can answer as much as we can.
I don't know how visible this is on my screen, but when you're using a humanoid avatar like this one, we've got about 180 or so different sliders here. You can sort of change the dimensions of avatars across a wide variety of things. All the clothing and things will refit to that. We have something else. So for that one, probably it's all the clothing and stuff will fit automatically. Built-in fitting and customization systems. The avatars themselves can be customized quite considerably. Full support for skin, makeup, tattoo, layers, skin color.
We should also mention that we have probably hundreds of pre-made different characters and stuff that you can just pick from and go with as well. You don't have to hand build your own avatar, especially for the break room regions here. Like I said, we have a bunch of ready-to-go ones. There's a bunch of ready-to-go ones for the main humanoid avatar as well. So at the very least, it provides you with a solid starting point for customization.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry, go ahead.
Am I right that an account is free?
Yes. Although we do for the deployments. For Breakroom itself, there is a slightly different pricing model. Rowan, are you there? I think it's on mute.
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute. Hold on a second. Yeah. So where we are at the moment, are you getting echo or?
No, it's just your directional mic again.
Oh, hold on. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep, you're good now.
That's good.
Hold on a second. Just let me try and alter the because I'm hearing myself. There we go. Okay, you can hear me now.
Yep.
Yes.
So yes, the default regions that we're in now are kind of like our public deployment of this project. You'll notice that it's all low poly. That's just to make sure that absolutely any user can get in on even on the lowest end machines. And but all of the full functionality of our virtual world platform is available in here, including, and don't click it, the home button. If you click the home button, it will teleport you off to your private home. So even just in this public deployment, you can bring your own teams in, go to a private region, grab content from the store, set up video conferencing, and so on and so forth. And that's all for free. Generally speaking, the use of this Breakroom project, though, is more focused on how we roll this out as a white label project. So an enterprise client will come along and license the entire world, all the different regions that it contains and all the functionality, and then have that integrated with their authentication systems for their, their staff or university students or whoever the stakeholder group there are. And then they're paying sort of £10 per head per month, so similar to subscribing to other enterprise software. But this public version is open for everybody.
And Breakroom for schools, public schools, is free, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yes, it would be inappropriate, I think, to charge for anything when schools are trying to deal with the consequences of everybody being forced home. So yes, for schools it's free, and we've always had a long-standing pricing benchmark of half price for universities and not-for-profits as well.
Great. Is everyone in the? Have all the guests showed up?
I think if we just get a few members of the staff sitting down as well, we don't all need to be standing in front of the screens. I don't think. If we maybe bring each team member up one at a time.
Okay. Well, how about everyone introduce themselves, starting, I guess, with on the right of the amphitheater screens is Adam Frisbee. Maybe Hello. Say hi to everyone and talk a little bit about sciencebase and how Breakroom relates to sciencebase.
Sure, absolutely. So sciencebase is a next-generation virtual world platform. My background goes into lots of really old virtual worlds. I've been around in this space for a long, long time, and sciencebase is really our partly my desire, but our desire as well, to build a virtual platform that can do anything. Breakroom is actually we put together using a subset of features of the main sciencebase platform. So everything that's in Breakroom is also in sciencebase, and there's more in sciencebase as well. And basically, it's designed to be a way of bringing teams together in a space that is not high pressure and intense. So while we are using video chat right now, I personally don't like to use video chat. I think what's the term? It's kind of almost a little bit invasive. It sort of forces you to do just one thing at a time, which often when I'm working, I've got 5 different things all urgently going on at once. And I find that video chat can be a little bit disruptive in that respect. It's all right for an important meeting, for example, to be focused on just that. But for casual conversation, for casual participation in the social manner, what Breakroom does is it lets us actually sort of work together collaboratively. So I'll often park my avatar in one of the rooms here, while, for instance, Dolomé is working on various 3D modeling tasks. And while I don't actually particularly have any direct interest in what she's doing, it's certainly interesting to just have in and have a look and watch and occasionally pipe up when there's something interesting is said. But it's not incompatible with that idea of being able to work at the same time. So it's sort of a hybrid between a collaboration tool, but also a socialization tool that can be quite good for remote teams. So I'll finish up there.
Great, and we'll give the floor to the man in the middle there, Rowan Freeman, the CEO and co-founder of sciencebase. And yeah, Rowan, maybe you could give some background on sort of how Breakroom emerged in recent months as a kind of spin-off project of sciencebase, so to speak.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's probably not quite accurate to describe it as a subset of the features of sciencebase, because really all of our features are available in here, but it is very much a subset, both a subset of the content, because a lot of the sort of AAA high poly content, high performance content that some of our users use for gaming and things like that isn't available in here, so that we can ensure that any user on any machine can get in. So there's a filter on the content, reducing it to this cartoon style, just to make sure that all users, even if you're on a 10-year-old Mac, you'll be able to log in and move around okay. All the features are there, but then there's also a whole load of template content, and that's kind of new for us. We've always been a technology company, and with clients building projects on the platform, you know, healthcare companies, universities, game companies using our tools to build a variety of multi-user projects. And then when the lockdown happened, we realized it was useful for us to just pull together with our own tools a load of template regions. So this region we're in at the moment, if I share my screen instead of my video, which I think I can do. Hold on a second. There. Yep. And in fact, it might be worth the other guys just jumping off the video stream, so that this one's like the largest one. If you guys switch your stream off, just so that everyone can see my screen share as easily as possible, as large as possible. Right, you need to take the video.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, there you go. Okay.
There we go. So, so now you can see, if I pull back, we're sort of sitting in the amphitheater there. I can see someone else, a couple of other people on their way in, but I can sneak up behind this Mal Burns. So we know Mal, so he's just logged in.
Mal.
So you can see we're in this amphitheater in this space, which is, ideal for the kind of group that we've got here, 15, 20 people and a few speakers. The scene we're in is, it's set up as a campus. So you can see there's an arrival point here where everyone here arrived. There's kind of a lounge area in the middle where people can hang out on the beanbags, watch YouTube videos and things like that. And then we've got 4 colored meeting rooms, each of which have their own video conferencing and web sharing and desktop sharing tools built in, all different channels. So as Adam says, in this scene, Adam will often camp in the blue room, and anyone who needs to grab him can find him there. We tend to have client meetings in the yellow room. We've just added and are experimenting with, if I fly beyond the amphitheater, we've put an executive suite at the end here, where the functionality is pretty similar, but Adam appears to have gone up to the... Adam, are you logged in with a different avatar there? Are you in both scenes?
That is an excellent question. Am I still logged in on something? Hold on.
You might be logged in with another machine, actually.
Yeah, let me go
so you're still hanging out in the previous
running.
meeting. So anyway, this is where Adam sits on his own counting his doubloons, and occasionally he'll come and stand at this vast window and peer over his domain. And
Yes. He likes to spy at everyone walking.
yeah, exactly. So it really speaks to the virtues of a virtual world, in that, you know, it's silly to think that a room with the same functionality but a different position in the scene confers different status on the people in that region, but it does. People understand that concept. Similarly, you can actually, I can show on my explore panel here, we've got separate breakout regions you can move to. We've got a town hall square where we do quiz nights and things like that. There's a racetrack for multiplayer racing and things like that. And all of these different regions, when people are in them, they're the visual language of a virtual world gives them permission to interact with each other in different ways and have different sort of social engagements. I'm just going to tab to another version of sciencebase that I'm in. This is actually on our staging servers, just showing you another region we're about to release. I'm just going to pull back, and you can see these are not actually real users. These are non-player characters that I've been laying out for some marketing images. But this scene, again, similar functionality to the meeting room that we're in, video conferencing space, desktop sharing, but it's kind of like a town hall space, sports a good couple of hundred people sitting with a stage, could have 12, 15 people on the stage, giant screen. You know, we're interested in using this for stakeholder engagement. It could be political or social gatherings, bigger presentations, and just on and on. We've got commissions for student common rooms and these kinds of things, all with built-in mini games, built-in social tools, built-in collaboration tools. But this, again, this low poly content allows us to iterate very quickly different styles of environment.
Great. And how much time do you have? Because I know you have to run off and hand off the rest of the demo to Adam and
yeah, Adam, you can stay. I think I know you were going to join the call that I was going to jump onto, but I think if you and Diggy and Joshua stay, I have 5 minutes left, and then I do need to jump. Actually, yep. I'll probably stay in world, but I need to hand over the mic. I've got to jump onto a call, and I might well be alt-tabbing and showing the people I'm speaking to this meeting.
Oh, very good. Well, thanks very much. And yeah, let me introduce real quick Joshua on our team and Digvijay. I think they're sitting down. Hey there. And yeah, maybe both of you can walk us through some of the collaborative features.
But I need to hand over the mic. I've got to jump onto a call, and I might well be alt-tabbing and showing the people I'm speaking to this meeting.
Yeah. We've got basically the same collaborative capability that any sort of web conferencing system would have. You know, the ability to share webcam. I don't know. For me, it's limited. In any situation, like Adam said, it tends to be of limited usefulness. Sometimes it's great to see people face to face, especially if you need to show something in the real space. That's really where it becomes useful. But the real power of the collaboration is the ability to share your screen. And that's you can share PowerPoint presentations, you can share you know, reports or web pages. You can work on stuff collaboratively, like we mentioned before. People being in Blender or 3ds Max or in Unity itself, needing to make changes. So if I share my screen here, you can see this is actually the region that we're in, but in Unity. I was just making some changes to it while we were having this little conversation here. So it's really useful to be able to review in real time. Hey, does it make sense to put this here, or should we put it over there? What if we made it do this? We can experiment and just on the fly try it. One of the built-in great features of sciencebase is when you're doing work like this, you can actually run the simulation within the Unity editor without having to upload it. So we can test things in real time, you know, changes to the platform or changes to a region in real time, and see it in real time on the screen, and get that instant feedback from people who are watching and participating in the meeting there.
That's really cool. So really great as a prototyping tool.
Yeah, because instead of me, you know, making a change and then then publishing it to the platform and waiting to get that feedback later, like, hey, we can actually just drop into a meeting and see instantaneously what's going on, make changes immediately, and I really can speed up the process of not just getting feedback but acting on that feedback.
That's really cool. Would love to. Are we able to show the whiteboard in here? We'd have to spawn it.
Yeah. It's furniture. Who's got admin rights on here? I actually have not been granted admin rights, but someone should be. Joshua.
I think.
Well, while you look at.
I'll say I'm not sure if I do or if it's the because we have an account that controls the Breakroom experience. So I think it might be that Breakroom administrative account that has the permission there.
Yeah, if you can show it, that'll be great. Because what I like about the whiteboard is being able to draw a concept out and explain to the team what changes we need or something like that in any of the meeting. You can draw real time and people can comment on it, or you can just draw for fun during the meetings.
Sure. Let me see if I can grab the admin account for that, and
while you do that, is there any audience questions? Feel free to jump in.
Yeah, if anybody in the audience wants to talk, you will have to press the audio button at the top of your screen. If that's not turned on,
right,
then you will only be hearing us, and we won't be hearing you.
Or you could IM one of us directly.
Yeah, you can also, if you click on one of us, one of our avatars, then you'll get an option to send a message, and so you can send a text message if you prefer, and we'll get that directly on our screen here, which is another great feature, I guess.
Or use the chat like Adam just typed out.
Yep, or use chat. Yep.
Yeah, actually, I will send chat now because we're in the we'd be typing into the grid Breakroom campus.
Yeah, there's a grid-wide chat which will allow you to communicate with anybody on any Breakroom region. So we're on the Breakroom grid. So even if somebody was over in you know, the town square or the town hall or something, you could still communicate with people anywhere in the entire Breakroom experience using the grid chat. But then you can also narrow that down and say, you know, I just want to communicate with people who are in this particular area of Breakroom, this campus that we're in now. And then you can even talk to users directly. Like I said, you just click on somebody's name, click on their avatars, and there'll be an option to send them an instant message, and you can just have a one-on-one text chat with them no matter where they are as well.
I think we have some new people joining. Actually,
I'm appreciating. We just had Yosef Bridge join us. Excellent reference.
Wait, what's that reference?
It's a Firefly reference.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Big fan.
Cool. We'll have to show them some of our science fiction areas.
Yeah.
After this. How's it going with the whiteboard?
Oh, let me grab that.
No, no.
So anyone has any questions?
No pressure or anything.
I see Mal is trying to play with the camera. I'm curious what you're doing there.
Emma?
I'll do a screen share while we're doing this, just so you can see. Like, so for example, everyone's looking at the web right now, right?
Yes.
They're looking at New World Notes. So, yeah, so basically, the direct feed, I could actually, I have this YouTube stream on YouTube, or on New World Notes right now, so I could actually stream it while streaming, which would probably give everyone a headache. But yeah, I mean, it's a perfect way of showing various things. I mean, if I was in Google Docs, I could, go in and bring up a bunch of stuff. And yeah, maybe we talk about having an avatar while at the same time having the option to be on the webcam or not. And just from our use of it, how much of a difference it is to do that versus always being on like a web camera for work.
That was actually a great point that Adam was touching on at the beginning. There was when you have the web camera going, you're very self-conscious, you're very focused, you're like, what am I doing over here? Can people see me? Do I look weird? Am I, if I have to get up and walk away for a second, then, if I'm over here, I've also got two monitors, so sometimes I'm staring intently at my second monitor, which looks weird. So it's very much like, with the webcam on, you're on stage, you're on, you have to be very conscious, very aware of what's going on with you, what's going on with your surroundings, and that can be very exhausting for people, and also not necessarily a comfortable way to get work done or to have a meeting. Whereas with an avatar, then you get to control what your presentation in the meeting space is. What is your avatar doing? Where is your avatar? How is your avatar interacting? And that's separate from what you as a person are doing. So it kind of frees you up to be more comfortable and more engaged with multiple things at once, without having to constantly have that nagging feeling in the back of your mind. It's like, do I look weird on camera right now? Because everybody, everybody has, some people are more comfortable in front of cameras than others, but even people who are comfortable in front of cameras, like I said, it can be exhausting to be on a camera all the time.
Yeah, I'm feeling the pressure right now,
Yeah. We're all like, is my beard look okay? Did I comb my hair this morning?
Yeah, no, my hair's not on the camera.
Quarantine hair.
Yeah, quarantine hair. That's right. We all haven't been to the barber shop in
Thank you. Yeah,
that is spectacular.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So for me, it's much more comfortable.
Yeah, what I like is I don't have to be on my camera. I can still show my gesture and applause at topics that are shared, and I can make my avatar look presentable without being on it.
Yeah, it's interacting with people and the space and the events that are going on in the meeting, but without having to show your actual face. You can show your virtual face.
Yeah.
Which actually kind of is an interesting idea. It would be amusing if we had a way to, actually put like if we had a camera following your avatar around, so you could actually put your avatar face on screen instead of your own face.
Yeah. The other thing I found, like when we're doing a video call in Skype, when we used to, everyone used to hang up the call immediately. And now it's a decision between who walks out of the meeting room first, because you can hear people till they actually exit out of the meeting room.
Yeah, that's true. You can see them like leave an actual physical space or arrive in an actual physical space.
Yes.
And that sense of, oh, they're here with us is an interesting contribution to the experience.
It brings out the social interaction, basically.
Yeah, it does.
Walk out first. Who should I walk out with?
Yeah, and it also the spatialized sense of it. Like we're in here having a conversation. There could be people, outside the auditorium having a conversation that's separate from ours, and it doesn't interfere, and you can come and go between those conversations as needed. You've got multiple teams working on multiple things in different offices, different locations. You literally just have to walk your avatar a few meters over from the red office to the blue office and see what's going on in there, and then go check up on your team in the yellow office. And you can just drop in and out of these just by simply moving your space around. And then it has bonus, they can see you coming too, so it kind of works for them as well.
And we see Adam using another feature right now. He's doing face camera. I think he's using a face stream to make emotions.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Wagner, you're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking we could focus on Adam's screen and show off the face
This
tracking.
avatar's not very expressive. I think I need to tweak a couple of sliders to make the eyebrows and things a bit more visible. But yeah, it does track a bunch of points on the face. You can sort of see in this tiny little window here, there's a bunch of white lines over my face, which is indicating what the tracking software is following, and it follows that on your own avatar's face as well.
So this is for people who don't want to be on the camera.
Exactly.
Sorry? Yeah, no, I've screen shared it as well at the same time.
the infinite hallway there of descending into madness.
In the screen. Are we able to get the whiteboard up? That would be cool to show, or we could
let me
actually, or that, or even some of the dynamic editing in Unity while we're in the scene would be really cool to show too.
Yes, I've got build tools in here now. Actually, while we
let's take a look at that.
I gave us all admin privileges here, so I think I have one of those whiteboards. I can drop into the scene here. Let's see if I put it over here.
Thanks, Joshua.
Oh, what? That ended up in not where I wanted it to go. Hold on a second.
Right, where is it?
Who's the George Washington in the audience? Welcome.
Well, George Washington is always welcome.
Of course. Okay, so what we're looking at now is the scene as it appears in Unity. Wait, I'm looking at Adam's screen, and then there's the whiteboard.
Yeah, so there's the whiteboard that Joshua just dropped into the scene. So I'm usually the first person to defile these things. Wait.
If you anyone in the audience, if you click on it, it takes up most of your screen.
Yeah, you press the look away button at the bottom.
That's pretty good.
That's fantastic art. That's way better than I usually do on it.
I'm defining it with Adam.
There we go.
And
you can erase. Oh, there we go. I think there was.
Like somebody just drew like a little nose up in the top left corner there.
That's really good.
Yeah. In fact, I think we should just have meetings where we make Adam sketch things.
And these are permanent, right? If we left and came back, whatever we put on the whiteboard would still be
unless somebody explicitly erased it, of course.
Which is the whole. like in a real office, there'll be people would do a whole brainstorming thing and put it on a whiteboard, and then someone would accidentally wipe it off.
Like, you needed that? Oops.
Yeah. So people end up taking photos of the whiteboard and then trying to recapture it. It doesn't ever work really.
Yeah, I was just thinking like we could play some Pictionary on this.
Actually, cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. So for schools, yeah, I mean this would be quite powerful.
I think some people are having fun writing on it, dude.
I'm having fun scribbling on it.
So we've got Yosaf Bridge and Kaylee Fry in the audience now. So we've got a lot of Firefly fans here today, apparently. Oh, and River Tam. Apparently there's a whole theme going on here. We're going to have a whole crew before long.
Yeah. So I guess what else is worth showing off? I mean, the platform itself, I didn't show off build editing mode, but I might as well.
Why not?
Yeah. Hi, Mal. I can see your office. But we're going to build edit mode, which I'm doing now.
Hey, anyone could share their video screen if they wanted to. Which, I wonder, could we get every single person in the audience to do that just for a few minutes? I'm curious how many screens we could be showing up.
I mean, it'll show
up to 27. That's the number.
Yeah, it'll just
27.
Very small.
27. Yeah, if 27 that would be tiny.
Try everyone could.
So if I want to drop say one of these seats into the scene.
So anyone in the audience, if you click video, your web camera will be added.
There you go. Never hurts to have some extra chairs around.
Nope, just a simple.
Someone's using
simple
a
demo.
speaker.
There's other things.
Oh, hey, cool. Hey, Torgen.
You're using a speaker.
Somebody is having their speakers feed back into their microphones there.
You definitely want to have headphones on this.
Headphones always help.
Yeah.
Some computers are better than others at directing their speakers away from their microphones. But headphones are always the best choice.
Oh, this is cool. Look at that.
Yes, well, you're not going to see all of the staff today on screen. Maybe if I'd thought about it ahead of time.
That's okay.
Anyway, so Adam, you were going to show some of the editing tools?
Well, I just did actually. I was on dropping those seats down. So we've got in kind of similar to those that are built into Unity. In fact, we've sort of deliberately cribbed from there just for consistency's sake. So they're pretty similar to what you'd expect in other virtual worlds. Obviously, they're real time. So the seat that Wagner is on is going to move over there.
I'm being edited in real time.
You've been edited. So all those bits and pieces are similar. Inventories, we've tried to make this as simple as possible, so it's sort of just click and drop. So if I grab on one of these seats, I can just just click there, I can drop it. Oops, I'll just turn off avatar movement. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Right, so go back to here. You sort of fiddle around with them using all the same tools that Unity uses. We do have what we call the inspector, which we added a while ago, but it's been getting a lot of updates recently. So I can sort of click on an object, and if it lets me, and that's up to the user, this panel is probably not very clear to read through the screen sharing, but what it does is it lets you edit the object the same way as you would in Unity. So you've got all the components visible there that you can sort of change the values. You can tweak them around. And adjust them as you want.
Just like scale it up real quick or something. I'm sharing my screen also, so it'd be fun to watch. You're editing it on your screen and see it change in real time on my screen.
Sure. Yeah. So let's take this one that's in the middle. Let's probably safe one. So, oops. Just need to save that guy. That one.
Yep, there it goes.
Whoa.
It's huge now.
Yeah. So all those bits and pieces are there. If you've got, for instance, lights on the object or things like that, in fact, we can add some of these now. I've not played around with this very much, but we've added the ability to add components in one of the most recent releases. Let me see what I can do here. This might be a bit of a mess.
Hey, Mal, maybe you could turn off your screen just so we can get the full screen of Adam's screen.
I think we're seeing like a screensaver there or something, or a slideshow.
I'm using the add
Yeah,
component. I'm going to search for light. I've added a light source to it. Don't know if I can, I need a full permission object. Hold on 1 second. Let me bin this one and see what I've got in my inventory. Joshua, do you have anything in your inventory on hand that's completely full perm?
Oh, let me check. I'm not sure about on live. I've got a lot of that on staging.
Yeah, I do too. Most of it is locked. Oh, I've got some. I do have this light now. This has already got a light source attached to it, so it's kind of a bit cheating, but it is full permission, so I can tweak this one in a bit more detail. So let's say, you can see it has some influence on my screen on this tree. But let's go into the bits and pieces. So it's got a couple of children on it. Let's look for a spotlight up. That looks like a good one to tweak. So I might change the color to purple. And I'm going to set the intensity. It's currently 2. Let's set it to 8.
Whoa! Yeah.
Yeah. So that one. I'll just save.
And
later.
Now my tree is lit up purple.
Yep. So those kinds of tweaks and things can be done at the done in the room editor now, which is quite powerful. So it actually does give you once you get into the deep of it, it gives you the full power of the Unity editor, but in a collaborative environment. If you're on a white label grid, which is not this one because it's not enabled here, but in other grids, I might have the option. It might be visible to me as it's objects. I think it's actually in inventory. It shows. Yeah, I don't have permission here, but we do have a button which also lets you upload 3D models and things directly. But that's only for white label users because it can naturally bypass our normal review processes. But that exists there, and that takes a whole bunch of file formats. It takes everything from standard 3D model formats like FBX and OBJ and DAE and things like that. But it also takes some CAD file formats as well, so you can do some nifty stuff there.
Yeah, I wonder if it's worth talking about that review process just in brief. Just the idea that you aren't stuck with the content that's already on here or the content that we provide. Like you can upload your own content. You get to decide if it's your own break room, your own white label grid. Then you get to decide what's on there, and you can add any kind of content that you want to it of any kind. It doesn't have to be low poly. It can be really high quality. On somebody else's grid, or like our main grid, for example, or this grid with our public break room, we do have that review process where if you upload content to somebody else's grid, then they have the option of rejecting that content for whatever reason they deem necessary. It doesn't fit, it's broken, whatever. They can decide, this I'll allow and this I won't. So
yeah. So if we go into, someone's actually getting pretty good at drawing on that whiteboard. So the review process is designed to make sure that the content that's actually in the world is not only appropriate. So that means we've got all the adult content and things checks, which go on and flag the item if it's been tagged incorrectly. We also have content tests for performance as well. One of the downsides to giving everyone every tool under the sun, which is what we do, is that it becomes very easy to abuse them. We've chosen to take the approach that we're not going to completely Legoify the world and restrict build tools in their functionality. But the downside to that is that it's very easy to make objects which can absolutely crash video cards. That's something that's recognized in other virtual worlds as well, that users are often their own worst enemy. So the review process acts as a sort of a gatekeeper to stop the tragedy, the common situation where one bit of content uploaded by one person ruins the experience for everyone. So we've got those capacities in there, which is a useful tool for the public grid. The content that's actually in here, though, this is just one of the content packs. So if you're interested in doing something more realistic, and actually we've got quite a few now who are choosing that approach, the full sort of normal sciencebase library can be available as well, and that's something where we can actually link the shop in as well, so that you can buy content from the main grid, and the authors over there get paid as they expect, which means that all that content can be used if that's more appropriate for your organization or what you're trying to do.
Yeah, as I said, I just think it's useful to highlight that you're not stuck with what's already there. You can have your own content as well. If you have developers or creators, or you want to hire somebody to create bespoke content for you, then that's they just build that in Unity and upload it to your grid or your break room, and you can just immediately start using it.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's all sort of been built for whatever you, and the platform is quite heavily customizable. So if you are a scripter, you can do quite a bit with the scripting language. We've tried to again mirror Unity's own scripting where possible, which means that we've got an API that allows you to do considerable amounts with the system. We've actually got a full first-person shooter, which Joshua, I know you have helped with quite a bit, and I think we've got someone else in the audience who else has. I see Uli over there as well. And that was done entirely with scripting without any major API additions. And I think we added some stuff to make mouse.camera controls work a little bit better. But besides that, it's one of those testaments to how flexible the scripting engine actually is that it is possible to do those kinds of high-end scripted projects in here.
Yeah, I think that's it ties back in what we're talking about. User content has the potential to wreck everybody else's experience, and so that's what we kind of gatekeep some of the full power of Unity, which is written in C# behind the Lua scripting languages for that same reason. Like we give everybody C# and they have a massive amount of power over the users who join their scene, and so we want to make sure that they can't do anything dangerous or malicious to users who visit their region. So
yeah, the C# one is mostly about sandboxing. One of the problems is that there's only 2 good libraries for implementing C# scripting. There's the .NET Core runtime and there's the Mono, and both of them say with giant exclamation marks, do not try and use any built-in sandboxing capabilities because they're not secure. .NET Core is aiming towards that, and they're doing some stuff with process isolation and things like that. But Mono in particular is one that they've actually got a warning saying things like their app domain support is likely leaky and should not be relied on. So we're very keen not to become a vector for spreading viruses and things around the internet. So we're using a Lua runtime, which actually has been specifically designed as a hardened environment to make sure that it's safe and that we can do resource allocation and things fairly and equitably.
Yeah,
That's great.
And then we have an SDK built on top that lets you still access the safe parts of Unity through that in a way that is consistent with the way Unity would do it. So it's relatively easy for people to pick up if they have Unity experience already, and if they have Lua experience already, then it's super easy.
Cool. And speaking of scripting, Joshua, maybe you could show off your game Greedy and talk a little bit about it, bringing it into sciencebase. And actually, we could have people from the audience jump in and play, right?
We can, yeah. Let me pull one out here real quick. Just save that there. So now there's a table in the middle of the amphitheater here. Yeah, this was my first experience with sciencebase, was building this game, which is really popular in other virtual worlds. It's been really popular in real life for a long time. It's a very fun, easy to learn, but hard to master game, and it has some great features on it that make it great for social situations, such as the fact people can drop in and out of it without necessarily even being out of luck. I mean, if you join a greedy game halfway through, you can still potentially win it. It has that yeah, I'm late, but I'm not out sort of thing. But yeah, this is written partially in Lua. Everything you see going on here in terms of it's got a I'm just going to share my screen here. It's got a user interface, all the canvas elements, the dice control, all that is all powered by Lua, and then it runs it talks to a server that's kind of the authority for the game, Oh. Yeah, it's got dynamic cameras move around, reactions from the people playing, good or bad, and that's all dynamically driven by the Lua scripting language and just hooking into what Unity's already capable of. It was surprisingly easy to make happen too.
Very cool. We have that fishing game too, don't we?
Yep, that's. I think I have that in my inventory someplace. I can pull one of those out in a bit. I think this is a good place to. The reason we have this game out here is highlighting the fact that not just Breakroom isn't just a place to get work done. It's also a way to maintain those social connections and interact with people in an entertainment setting as well. Like you can have social gatherings where people can talk and share their experiences, share what's going on in their life, play games, and that's something that especially right now is people are really starting to miss after 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks in quarantine. Is like, oh, I just want to be able to hang out with people, and this is a way to hang out in a way that's not really possible right now. So it's a little bit of a relief sometimes. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep that. I like that one.
That's a nice roll.
Like it says, the default plane 10,000. Lots of customizable rules on here, so you can kind of tailor the experience with the way you want it. And we have a lot of games. Like there's I've got in my pocket somewhere. I've got a Western shooting gallery, so you can do that. We've got James was talking about like a carnival style fishing game. That's a lot of fun. We've got a comprehensive vehicle system. So one of the regions that we offer for the Breakroom grids is a racetrack. So you can all jump in and race each other around our racetrack or any other racetrack.
Right.
Just grab vehicles, spawn them out, boats, cars, whatever makes sense that you want to do in that. So and we were talking about earlier, we have first-person shooters. So you could just go to a region like, hey, we've got a fun little one that we're working on where you all go to a region. It's a city region, and there's little animated viruses, trying to hunt you down, and you've got a weapon and you can kill the viruses with. But it's very cartoony, kind of fun and lighthearted. But you can go all the way up from there to any sort of shooting experience that you want. We have a comprehensive quest system that's built into the platform as well, so you can create things for people to do within any environment, and those quest systems can actually be used to create tutorials as well, daily tasks, things like that. You can go up and talk to an NPC character or click on a board or other interactive object within the scene, and be given things to do, and those things can be quests to go find something, quests to go accomplish something, quests to go kill 10 viruses, whatever makes sense for you to do there. I'm actually
that's really cool.
I'm really digging this role that I have here.
I was thinking we could wind up this demo in the racetrack, actually, if it's playable at this point.
Yeah, I think the version with the car spawners is on the live grid here. I'm like 95% sure I pushed that to the live grid already. So we can check that, and grab some cars and race around. Our vehicle system is really fun to play with because we give you full control over the vehicle experience. You can fine-tune your vehicles, like suspension and tire stickiness and engine power and braking power, and you have 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive or 10-wheel drive if you decide you want that many wheels on your car. So it's a really fun, customizable vehicle system. I think the vehicles that are in there right now by default are 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel steering with jet turbos out the back. So they're pretty fun to play around with.
Cool. And Ryan Schultz, really fantastic virtual world blogger, just joined us.
Oh, welcome.
Hi, Ryan.
Let me say hi. You there?
If you want to talk to us, you'll have to click the audio button top of the screen. You probably already know that, but just mentioning it.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Hey there.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm juggling a couple of different things, including my real life paying job, so I'm a little late.
Oh, real life.
No problem at all.
Have him join a game of Greedy Greedy. Or we can go on to the racetrack.
Yeah, we don't have to finish this game, but it's just useful to be able to demonstrate that, like I said, there are social and entertainment options here, not just, it's not all work here. You can customize your avatar, you can hang out with your friends or your coworkers or whatever, and there's stuff to do besides all standing around staring at each other's screens.
Oh, someone asked about that before. Maybe we should show some of the avatar customization features.
Adam showed a little bit earlier. It might be worth showing though. Like for example, if I open the shop here, like some of the built-in options that we have, you can see. I believe I'm sharing my screen. Yes, I am. You can see there's quite a few just ready to go characters. If I decide I'm tired of being a Viking, I could be this shark dude with I guess an alien shark dude if I want to. Just grab that instantly, click wear that now, and then I own it. And I can switch back and forth between that at any time. There's all different styles of characters in here. So those are all like just ready to go Breakroom region. They fit in with the low poly environment. We've got some other more humanoid looking figures there. There's a businessman, but we also have a lot of really high poly content, which is what Adam was showing earlier. Adam's wearing a high poly avatar right now instead of a low poly avatar, and we've got hundreds of thousands of items on the store to customize that with: shoes, hair, glasses, shirts, pants, dresses, anything you can think of. It's on the store, and you can grab it to customize your avatar. There's fun gestures you can do. Those are available on the store as well. If you want to give somebody a high five, you can play a two-person gesture where you request, hey, do you want to high five me? Yeah, let's do it. Or you can just dance if you want to. Like, I can just click this right here, and I'm just gonna dance. So yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff that you can do. There's a lot of stuff available in the store. Like I said, there's also vehicles and stuff available on there. New furniture items, whole new regions. The way our system works is these regions, like this Breakroom campus right here, this is what we call a template. And those templates can be applied dynamically to any region. I can go into the edit room right now, apply a different template, press save, and this entire region suddenly transforms itself into a completely different place. So it's very extensible. One of the nice parts about that also is if you decide we've got so much going on, these 4 offices in this region, this campus aren't enough, you can just press a button, start up a second campus. It's exactly the same, it has all the same features, but then you've got 2 separate campuses that people can use. So it's very easy to expand real-time, instantaneously. Capacity just grows and shrinks as needed. We got some other people dancing over here. That's a nice aerial ballet that James is doing over here.
Oh yeah.
Don't think I've seen the aerial ballet one before. That's very nice.
Oh, that's called the peace dance.
It's Olympic worthy. I feel like I give it an 8.8.
I'm digging it. All right.
Yeah, that's a really nice dance.
Wouldn't fit in the club probably. It'd be a little bit out of place there, but it works for here. That's something else probably worth mentioning is you can have background music here if you wanted to. We fully support Shoutcast integration, so If you wanted to, to have some light mood music going on or some background music between events, super easy to do. Over here on my screen, you can see I've got a little button here. I can just press this, enter the stream of any Shoutcast stream that I want, and we've got music going on. Or Shoutcast streams don't have to be music either. They could be, any sort of audio that you want to pipe into the region.
Very cool. I think probably want to wrap up, and yeah, I'm actually interested in trying out the racetrack. So everyone, if you click Explore, and you'll see the second row at Breakroom Racetrack, and just click Enter, and we'll see you all there. And thank you very much for coming and checking this out. We plan to do a lot more in this sort of public area of Breakroom.
Yeah, we were hoping to hold regular events here.
Yeah, so with that, thanks again. And I will see you all on the racetrack.
Cool.
Hopefully our
Yeah, the cameraman followed as well.
Excellent. And you will have to click the audio button top of your screen.
It transcends individual experiences and perhaps even the physical digital. And so you can see from that definition, which again itself is controversial,
I think we're getting somebody's television in here.
What does that mean for the what's the dominant interaction model? Certainly, what does someone even do there on a day-to-day basis? That's the Paul release one of the debate.
It's avatar on Joseph to look like Al.
Yeah,
I had to grab it. Does it not?
So if you have a car already in your inventory, which looks like somebody here has figured out, you can spawn that out. Also, if you come over here to the garages and click on a garage, then it should give you a car. You get a different color car depending on which garage you click on. Oh, somebody just hit me from behind.
Okay, I'm mad. This is really...
Yeah, it takes a little bit of practice.
Wow.
Well, these vehicles I think are a little different than the ones that I'm used to.
Yeah, every car can be tuned individually. These the cars that are in the track are a little bit squirrely by virtue of like they're all-wheel. They're very torquey and all-wheel drive and all-wheel steering, so they can go around the corner way faster.
Come on. Oh, okay, I can't even move.
We got this is like GTA style physics.
Yeah, the car,
vaguely insane.
Yeah, the cars here aren't tuned to be like super realistic. They're tuned to be more go-karty, kind of lighthearted style.
Yeah, it's fun.
Crashing bumper cars. It's not meant to be like a serious simulation type driving car, but you know, if you wanted one of those, you can get a car that has that level of physics on it. I don't know what car you're driving. Oh,
there we go. I did that on purpose. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, somebody is off the racetrack and driving around the countryside there. Yeah, if you haven't figured out the spacebar is brake, so if you need to slow down for a turn, tap your spacebar.
Oh, dang it. I meant to throw you off. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. No! Somebody hit me.
Is that you off against the
Yeah. That worked, thank you. No, I'm going backwards.
I hit a bump and went flying.
I know.
Luckily the cars self-right themselves.
You like my new car? It scared the heck out of me the other day.
Somebody's driving. What is this? Tiny little go-kart.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, it's Diggy's over here driving some little tiny thing that's leaving a trail of marks behind it. Like I could tell I'm coming up on him because there's a trail left behind.
Up there he goes. I like the Halloween contest winner. It's somewhere behind me.
Flames out the back.
They have a name.
Okay, there you all are.
I think it makes this car a little bit more front heavy. The nose likes to come off the ground. One of the fun parts about the vehicle on here is just the tuning. You can tune endlessly. Like, oh, okay, this car is a little nose light. I guess I better put some more weight up there.
Is the racetrack system active yet?
It is, but it's not. I think hasn't been put in this particular region yet. It's been dropped in the racetrack to decide where the checkpoints are and the leaderboards and the start gate is and all that kind of stuff. That gets dropped dynamically into the scene using the room editor system we were showing earlier.
Cool. Yeah, this would be a lot of fun to add the whole system in there. Alright, I'm going to do we still have the YouTube What was that?
I think what you need to do is add a lower center of gravity on them. I think that would help them be a bit more stable.
Yeah, the gravity's been dropped down pretty low, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's...
I usually set it's like 10 meters below the ground. That kind of helps.
Yeah, that might help. I'll play with it. I think these aren't that low. These are actually like down near the surface of the tire or something like that. But I could experiment with the tuning on them.
Yeah, I found like setting them to -10 will keep them pretty stable. The only thing is you just have to test it climbing up hills and things too, because that can make it
make it less stable. Yeah, might be okay for a flat track versus a mountain track.
But yeah, the gameplay, the physics feels really good.
Yeah, -10, I found it was a bit difficult when you're climbing up the hill or trying to do crazy jumps.
And here comes the tiny little Halloween racer.
That is so cute.
That is cute. Who's driving around there? Oh, it's Adam driving around there. Yep.
Oh,
Jet
that is
flames.
adorable. Where did you get that
Hamster. I want that hamster. Hi, Cindy. I didn't even see you before.
your like hat just came off. Oh, you can waggle your hat at people. That's fantastic.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, we can.
You're a little bit quiet, but we can hear you.
Okay. Sorry about that. Woo.
Whoa. I love the physics. It's just zany enough to make races really fun.
Yeah, like this track was intended to be a, let's just get out and crash around and have fun. It's not Formula One.
Yeah.
Are we still broadcasting?
Yeah, we are. I'm free camming it.
Okay, got it.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna wrap up on my side.
Yeah,
but,
I think we're
of course,
probably
everyone
about done there.
feel free to hang out and race around, explore. But we're around, and the sciencebase team is around. Just message. I think send a message just to do just grid chat. There'll be someone in the community to answer questions.
Cool. Well, it's good to see
Thanks
everyone.
again, everyone.
Disappear as well. So
Thanks,
nice
Adam.
meeting you all.
Thanks, y'all.
Yep, thanks everyone for coming.
Thanks.
I'm gonna go too. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks.
Hello, Cindy.